there are no excuses for the Clippers after this 60 or 90 days off. No excuses. There should be no excuses for the Clippers. Everyone should be firing on all cylinders by the time this season resumes, assuming that the NBA is going to give teams at least 10 games to get back into, game shape and start playing, playing with basketball type speed games. Assuming they get those 10 games to get their feet under them, to get their conditioning right, to get back into the flow of things, then the Clippers have no excuse at this point. Injuries cannot be it. Everyone had the same amount of time off, and 4 months is a lot of time to get your body right and get enough rest or get back into shape. And last time I checked, they had their full complement of players on their roster available for them over the last 11 games, I believe so. Or 8 games, I'm not sure. Yes. And they went 7-1 in that stretch. The only loss they had was to the Lakers, but they had 6 wins going into that game against LA. Then they came out and bounced back from that loss, beating another team of whom I don't remember right now, which is not important. So there are no excuses for the Clippers this season. Everyone should be ready to go. Doc Rivers should have his entire staff, ready to go. Kawhi Leonard needs to get everyone on the same page. He's the leader of the team, whether he believes it or not, or whether he knows it or not, whether he talks a lot or he doesn't talk a lot. You're still the leader of the team because you're the best player on the team. And it's your responsibility to set the tone, get everybody in, get everyone on the same page, on the court and off the court. The 2 leaders of that team are Doc Rivers and Kawhi Leonard, and it's their job to make sure the Clippers are ready and prepared to go. So when the NBA season resumes, they take off with the right mindset, understanding that the original goal was to win the NBA championship, and they have all of their players ready, and there should be no excuses. And when the season starts, again, it's go mode. They have to grab this thing by the horn and really attack the remaining of the season and go into the playoffs with the right mindset. So the Clippers have no excuses going into this playoffs because now everyone is rested. Now, and you can say the same for all the other playoff teams that are looking to get into the playoffs, but for this particular instance, I'm focusing on the Clippers, and the Clippers should have no excuses going into these playoffs. They need to be ready. I cannot continue to keep defending you guys against the community. So you guys need to be ready. The Clippers need to be ready, and I believe that they will be, because it's going to be a big letdown if they're not. If you see them come out of the blocks sluggish and sloppy, and probably giving away 3-4 games out of the probable 10 that they're going to have, it's not going to look good. You don't want to go into the playoffs playing sloppy basketball. You want to peak at the right moment. And to be fair to them, it looks like that's what they were doing right before this global outbreak of this illness just took over everything and essentially shut down the entire planet, it seems like.
For more short clips and other interesting shows, be sure to subscribe to the Dreamerspro YouTube channel. And for more in-depth analysis on sports and other events around the sporting world, make sure you follow us on our Dreamerspro Podcast on Spotify and iTunes. Until the next episode, peace.